finally, the behind the scenes look of my Boston editorial photo shoot is done. So this editorial piece was loosely based around like 30s to 40s fashion. So we had a lot of vintage clothing, but we wanted to inject that modern fashion into it. So that's all you'll see. Like the first outfit it's a blue dress, and then I have like a pyramid studded belt around it. So it's just the KOJO Studios way of, you know, interpreting that era through their eyes. So moving on. So it's 11 a.m. and photographers Darion that you see here in front of you and Joe of KOJO Studios have already arrived in my hotel room, and the guy that you see there applying my makeup, his name's Visna. You can see him here applying a very dark smoky eye to give me that dramatic look. Here you can also see Joe right in front of you and Darion, who are just running a few test shots. I'm already in my outfit, fully clothed, makeup, hair, everything done. And they just want to make sure that they have all the settings done and everything is up to par so that once they begin shooting outdoors, they don't have to really make too many adjustments. As I wait for the photographers to finish prepping, I make sure to practice my game face. And here is what a test shot would look like. We actually moved out to the hallway. Darion and Joe wanted to just utilize as much natural light as possible. So here in this scene, what you guys see, the main light is just coming from the window behind me. And voila! This is the result of one of the hallway shots. Now it's the outside outdoor shoots. I'm setting up a shot right now. So photographers over there. Trying to make sure the lighting's okay. Just waiting here to be directed. We're gonna do it guerrilla style, so we're gonna be jumping to different locations. So I'm gonna be sweating a lot, but I have to pretend like I'm glamorous.
How's the shoot so far?
It's fun. It's fun. Tiring holding certain poses, but
it's a hard work in modeling.
you have to think of everything, every single body part.
What about the wind?
The wind feels good because this thing's like 20 pounds. I'm sweating right now, you can't tell. This is like kind of silky, but I'm still sweating. My feet hurt and like I have to like arch my back and like, super extend everything. So,
alright, another outfit.
Let's go. Here is another photo of that particular spot. We really don't know who this vessel belongs to. It's pretty much guerrilla style. I just ran into some random person's backyard and I just posed and magic. Again, they made it look very nice. As I was putting on this red lipstick, Darion just saw the perfect opportunity with the light inside the car that was shining down. They thought it would make for a very dramatic shot. So here I am just kind of acting and just reapplying the makeup just so that they can snap as many shots as possible. Pretty cool, huh? And I really had like this thick coat of red lipstick on my lips, yes. Here we're at location number 2, and I'm sitting seriously in a random stranger's chair. As I was sitting there waiting for waiting to be photographed and holding my poses, I could like see the owners of that home having dinner. So it was pretty funny. Luckily they didn't catch us outside or see me through the window and shush us away or like kick our asses and tell us to never come back. Location 2, outfit 2. Look at how pretty it looks. Location number 3, they happened to see this arc hallway and they saw that opportunity again with the awesome natural lighting. There was no additional lights there and they just told me to stand there. At first I was kind of skeptical because I'm like, wait a minute, the lighting is coming down at me, so it's gonna cast a shadow on my face. On top of that, the sun has already set, so it's dark. And I'm wearing dark makeup, like how good can this possibly look? But hey, I just trusted them and went with the flow. I know that they're pros. Well, if you haven't noticed, I don't really model. I've never modeled like this ever before. If I ever did any type of modeling, it was more just joking around or very, very small, like little indie projects. But I never realized how physically demanding it is to model because you just have to be conscious of what your hand looks like, what your leg looks like. Just every single body part, like you just want to get that, give the photographer that perfect angle. So it's really, really, really physically demanding. And by this point, it's just like you're tired and you just have to hold every pose because sometimes the pose will work And you know, if it does work, then they want you to hold that pose where they just want to snap that angle. They want to snap that pose at every possible angle, just so that hopefully one of those shots can actually work. Prime example here, my elbow and my right leg and my feet were just throbbing. My elbow was hurting. I was like getting cold. It was already, we started at like 11. This was already probably like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I was just tired, but you know, you just have to look refreshed. You have to look like every position that you're in is the position that you want to be in. So man, it's not easy. It's not easy. But again, here is a prime example of a great photo and just what these guys can produce. I think these guys just use like a Jesus camera or something because they just produce miracles. Like I said, I've never modeled before. So guys, like I keep repeating, I have never modeled before, especially anything like this. And I must say that I definitely have a lot more respect for models out there. Before I used to think like, what the hell? Modeling, anybody could stand there and look good, you know, especially if the person's good looking. Like, how hard can it be? Even if the person's not good looking, like, holy crap, you just splash some makeup on their face and, you know, just edit their face on Photoshop if it looks bad, and then that's it works, right? Wrong. Oh my god. Like, seriously, the day after the shoot, my body was hurting so much. I felt like I had ran like a marathon or something, because it's just so demanding physically. For example, like I said before, you have to be conscious of like the way your hand is. You can't just pose a certain way and then have it's not going to necessarily translate to what you see out here. It's not going to translate. The image will not translate on what the photographer sees. So you really have to, when you hit those poses, you have to kind of exaggerate it. So if you're going to put your weight all on, let's say, your left leg, then you really have to stick your thigh out. And sometimes you have to hold this particular pose that already feels uncomfortable. You have to hold it for like 20 minutes. And not only that, you have to like, you know, sometimes you have to be in high heels all day. Yeah, being in high heels is freaking uncomfortable. After a certain point, you feel like your feet are just non-existent because they just go numb. But you can't let your facial muscles show that. You have to pretend like everything is peachy, and that position that you are in, that pose that you're giving the photographer, is the pose that you are the most comfortable in. When in reality, your back is aching, your hand is like cramping up, the balls of your feet are freaking sore. It could be freezing or it could be like scorching hot, but you know what? A good model is always just gonna show that glamorous, happy face. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely not for everyone, and you know, some people might agree, some people might disagree, but that's just my personal opinion on it because I have experienced it now. So my thought about modeling has changed a lot, and to all you models out there, I give you so much more respect than I used to, and I'm so sorry that I lessened what your passion was. So keep it going, models out there. For me, this might be the first and last one, because I really do enjoy behind the scenes more than being in front of the camera. But hey, who knows? Another opportunity might come my way, and I'll take it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And here are just a few more of KOJO Studios photos that have already been edited. So check it out. Like I said, these guys use a freaking Jesus camera because I don't look as glamorous as they made me look. Trust me. Thanks, guys.